So I did my haiku and I came and I won, and that's when I fell in love with creative writing. And I've been doing both ever since. They come hand in hand for me.
Okay, perfect. So now what steps have you taken to get yourself out there as an actress, as a spoken word artist?
Well, you know, like you said, this is what I love to do. So it's always been what you would do for free until I started thinking to myself, like, this is actual business. This is a business, not just, oh, this is what you love to do, so it's fun. You have to think of this as a business. So when I did the Arsenio Hall show, the piece that I did with...
I hope you all saw that. I've been posting it on my social media, by the way. I've been posting and reposting.
Thank you. I actually have a crazy story behind that. But when I saw the numbers that it did, I think it's over 40 million views between Facebook and Instagram and all the sites is over 40 million views. And when I saw how powerful and how impactful the social media world is, I said, hey, this is what I can do to get my name out there. I keep going to these castings and they don't know who I am yet. So why not use my other skill, my other talent to build the following, build the brand. So what I do now is I shoot a video for all my poems. No poet's doing that. I shoot a video for every single one of my poems.
I hope you guys are writing down all the stuff that she's saying, because this is really, really good stuff. You got to find a way to market yourself, because essentially what you're doing is branding yourself.
Branding, that's what it's all about. And the social media really helped me understand, like, whoa, branding is, that's it. So now when I walk into a casting room and I walk into Winsome, she may not know my name yet, but she knows, you're the poet girl. People are like, you're the poet. So it's like I'm starting to make little moves now. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So I understand the importance. It's all about branding.
Absolutely. So now share with our audience, where can our viewers find you on social media?
I'm really big on Instagram. I like to comment back and follow back. You can follow me at Ernestine.Johnson on Instagram. My Facebook is Ernestine.Johnson. My Twitter is E_on_the scene. So
say it again, E_on the scene.
On the scene.
Okay,
Instagram,
guys, make sure you write it down or
Johnson.
play the show back so that we know that you can get this information down. Yes. If you didn't have a pen and paper,
follow me.
Exactly. You know we're always dropping jewels here, so you shouldn't watch the show without pen and paper. So now, Ernestine, we're going to do our rapid fire questions with you. Whatever comes to mind is what we want to hear.
And spicy.
Yes, exactly.
Do it.
We like to keep it spicy here.
Okay.
What's your favorite movie?
Imitation of Life.
Nice.
1934 version.
Okay. Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Having my own talk show.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, cool. Now, if you had to choose a career other than the one you're pursuing, the two that you're pursuing, actually, what would it be? What else would you be doing with your life?
I'd be a psychiatrist.
Oh.
I secretly still want to be a psychiatrist.
Really?
It's not too late.
It's not too late, not at all. No, that's unique. Okay. Now, if you had to ask one of your icons, living or dead, favorite entertainer, one question, who is the icon and what would the question be?
So, for those of you who don't know me, it's Michael Jackson, but everyone who knows me knows it's that. What would I ask Mike? That's a hard question. Now, what would I ask Mike? A million things. I would probably ask him why he loved people so hard.
Oh. See, that's a psychiatrist when you're coming home. I see it. Okay, yeah, it's never too late to pursue it. Okay, so, Ernestine, our last question is, what does fame mean to you and for you?
Fame? I always get tricky when it comes to fame and being famous. I don't really know what fame means. It depends on your perspective. My perspective is I just want my work to be famous. So if my work is famous and my work is well known, that's fame for me. If I'm successful at doing what God put me on this earth to do, that's fame for me.
Okay. Wow, this has been such a pleasure. Okay, so I'm going to close out because we're going to give you this space because I want people to see what you do.
Yes.
But I want to throw in before I leave, because at the end of every show I do this thing called Summy Says, and everybody knows I come from things from a spiritual standpoint. And this week Summy Says, everybody in here is praying for something different, right? But the challenge that I'm going to put out to folks is, are you ready for what you're praying for? Because sometimes we praying and we're not ready. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? So are you ready? Guys, got it? Somebody says, are you ready for what you're praying for? But I'm going to slowly move to the side because I want to give the platform to this beautiful, beautiful young woman. And I want you to drop some science and some jewels on us and leave us with something that gives us chill.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody, Ernestine Johnson.
Thank you. This actually is a new piece that I wrote, so you guys get a treat. This is something new.
Exclusive. ActorScope exclusive.
I often wonder, if I was hopelessly hanging from a cliff, would you reach your arm out to save me? If I was desperately gasping for air, staring in the face of death, would you press your brown lips against mine and bless me with one last breath, or have they made you completely forget about me? Black men, I'm speaking to you because it seems that over the years you've lost your love for us, but your love for them grew. But let's not forget, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. And it's not that she can't love you. It's just that black man, I was made for you, sculpted by the hands of God to love, feed, nurture, protect, and compliment you. And there is no ands, ifs, buts, or maybes. It was the black woman's breast milk that even fed the master's baby. When you were young and fell and scraped your knee, it was your mother who was there to tend the stitches and fix your britches. See, the black woman has always been the black man's saving grace. But somewhere between L'Oreal commercials, tanning salons, and lip injections, you put us all in a cultural rat race, leaving us with just enough fucking self-esteem for us to chase. Chase a dying breed of a man that's running so far and fast from home, we feel the need to pick up the pace, spewing words of vulgarity, calling us every name in the book. But the Bible says unto a woman, a man is supposed to speak life. The Bible says the man that's found a good thing is the man that's found a wife, but you freely spit these words of obscenity, robbing us of our royal grace. How could you call a black woman a bitch, then go home and look your mama in the face? And society will have you thinking the grass is always greener on the other side, but trust and believe when shit hits the fan, the bounce in her hair won't stop her from walking you and those papers straight to Chase. And on that we can bank. Black men, let me help you. The grass is greener where you water it. The more you water, the purer the fruit. And if you'd study the origin of your true history, you'd be watering at the root, because mass media won't educate you on your royal oats. See, they'll have you thinking our history started when we were shipped over in those boats. See, they want to make you forget about black queens like Amina, the queen of Zaria, Candace, the empress of Ethiopia, the queen of Kim and Nefertiti. See, those are the faces you will never see on TV. And black men don't think shit changed because ain't shit changed since the 60s. They doing everything but wearing white hoods, burning down churches and flags. Every chance they get, they'll Kim, Courtney, and Chloe your ass. And I cried tears when I wrote these words because I'm standing here open like king. What about me? What about your queen? Don't let these false images of society make you run. There are still good black women out here walking fresh out of the pages of Proverbs 31, and we are crying out like, I'm all you need. I'll sew the thread, I'll bake the bread, I'll keep you mentally, spiritually, emotionally fed. Black man, I will pull greatness out of you. I'm preparing myself for the day like the Bible says, you leave your mother and father, and we become one. I would happily give you your first son. We would be a great team, and we would do things like I'll teach him how to tie his shoes, and you'll teach him how to drill the screws, and I'll make us all dinner, and you could just do the dishes. But mass media has convinced you to need 2 chains and need 2 bitches. But just like your mama when you fall, I'ma always be here to tend the stitches and fix your britches. And my soul grows weary and my heart sometimes stings, because through all the trials and tribulations, every inch of my body still believes the black man is king. And in case you didn't hear me, yes, the black man is king, and I'll bow down at his presence. And I believe God cut me from his ribs so I can mirror his essence. Black man, take care of it, and it would take care of you. Take care of home. Treat your woman like a precious stone. With clean hands and a clean heart, touch her soul. Thank you.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Ernestine, flawless. Chills and flawless. Guys, clap it up again. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for blessing ActorScope with that. Blessing our viewers, blessing our house, blessing our studio.
Thank you.
On that note, I have nothing else to say. I'm going to say goodnight. See you guys next week. Same bat time.
Same bat channel.